We bought this near 200,000 mile Infiniti G35x from 2006 about a week ago for only $900.
Please initiate pairing from your handset. For further instructions, refer to your phone's user manual.
The previous owner was selling it for what was left on the loan, and we picked it up for nothing. Because of that though, there are one or two issues with the car that I think need to be addressed.
No shit, Sherlock.
So in this video, we're gonna go over everything wrong with this near 200,000 mile 2006 Infiniti G35x. Numbers and letters. Before we jump into this video, I just want to say if you enjoy automotive content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below, click the notification bell, and like the video. But for now, let's talk about everything wrong, and I mean everything that we know of so far wrong with this 2006 Infiniti. The first thing wrong with this car is actually something that we figured out in the last video, and it's the catalytic converter.
Check engine light on, unable to line up. Two codes. So P046, it's retrieving what these codes may be right now. P046 and P0420. Toke up.
Because the catalytic converter has an issue with it that we don't really know how to fix aside from just replacing it, we've decided to do a simple fix on this car and just straight pipe it. Now obviously this means we can't take the car to California, but since it's 3,000 miles away and that car probably won't make it 3,000 miles, it doesn't matter.
We'll never make it.
The next thing wrong with the car actually has to do with the fuel gauge, and it's not necessarily a big deal, but it does cause some issues if you're, I don't know, driving any time of the day or week. Luckily though, with the problem of the gas gauge, someone gave us the fix for it, told us what it probably would be, thanks to the last video. So to whoever left that comment, thank you very much. I'll put your comment up here, but thank you for that, and we're going to get into fixing that as soon as possible so that we can know how much fuel the car has at any given time. Another issue with this car is that it is extremely dirty, and that's not necessarily a mechanical issue, but it is something that we want to do. A complete and full detail with clay bar on this Infiniti to see how much grime and gunk and just shit that we pull off of the paint. So that'll actually be a very interesting video to do a full outside and inside cleaning process of this car to make it look near brand new again.
That's disgusting.
A more pressing issue though is that the car needs all new brakes and rotors, and it also needs an oil change. This is actually the first thing we're going to do since the car is near undrivable and, as we were told by a mechanic, unsafe to drive. That's not stopped us, but it is something that we need to do first thing. We'll probably do that next week, is just go ahead and get the brakes fixed. On top of that, we're going to check all of the fluids, including the brake fluid, because with the brakes being in this bad of condition, who knows if those fluids, especially the brake fluid, has ever been checked. Luckily though, the transmission is shifting very smoothly, and we found out that it had actually been replaced just a few thousand miles ago, so we're good on the transmission. On top of that, I am also burning up from this heat right now, and it's causing me some cosmetic damage, but the car also has some that we need to fix. There is a huge hole in the rear bumper, not a dent, not a ding, not a scrape, not a scratch in the paint. No, it's just a hole. Part of the bumper is missing. It's actually in the back seat of the car, so we're probably going to try to stitch that on in some way and make it a little fun. But there's also a piece on the front grille that's missing. That piece unfortunately was not in the glove box, so I don't know what we're going to do with that. We'll probably just have to replace that piece by finding a parts car. We would like to fix most of the cosmetic damage on this car before we wrap it, which we do plan on doing at some point. We're going to do a really fun wrap on this car, but we'll talk about that in our next video, which is going to be all about the modifications we're going to be doing in this car. So if you're watching this video and this video is already out, the next video is already out. That'll be down in the description below or up in the eye, up in one of these corners. So be sure to check that out because you're going to get a full list of all the mods and everything that we're doing to this car that's not involved in making it safe to drive and running. The next problem that we're gonna The next issue that we're actually going to be fixing on the car is all of the interior cosmetic damage. A lot of the glues have come unglued. There's leather peeling up that's not necessarily torn leather, it's come unglued on the door handles. Not a big deal. None of this is really a big deal on the interior, but it is something that we would like to fix in order to make the car in tip-top shape for 200,000 miles. So for that, we're going to use the 3R strategy, which is replace, re-glue, and repair. So essentially, we're just going to go in, re-glue the things that have come unglued over time thanks to the heat. We're going to replace some of the parts that we can't fix, and we're going to repair some of the parts that can be repaired, although I assume most of it will need to be replaced or just simply glued back down. And the last but most certainly not least part of this car is the tires. The tires are in piss poor condition. I mean, they are awful. There is a nail in one of the tires, and that tire is also bald on the front. The other front tire is also bald, and both of the rear tires come from two completely different brands, so we would like to fix that problem. There's also a piece on one of the wheels, the center cap, that's missing. Not a big deal. It might be on the spare tire, if there is one anymore, who knows. But if it is, we can just pop that on. If not, we can get a replacement part or remove all of the others just to make it even. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. If you are interested in what mods we're going to be doing to this 2006 Infiniti, go ahead and click the link down below once that video is out, which it'll be out Saturday. So if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you get notified every time we upload a new video, and I will see you guys in the next video. And once again, I act like I'm gonna hit the camera. I'm not, but I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for what's going to happen with the beluga whale. Ooh, there was a gust of wind. Yes, keep coming. Oh, that's nice. Fuck, it's hot.